I Can't Understand My Husband Is Saying, for me, was a short and enjoyable watch that I really had a great time with. But the question is I Can't Understand What My Husband Is Saying right for you? Well, that's why I'm going over everything in this video, so you can watch and decide whether or not to invest your time in the show. So, I Can't Understand What My Husband Is Saying is an anime about a wife who can't understand what her husband is saying, I guess. Hence the title. It shows the daily life of an earnest, hardworking office lady named Kaoru and her husband Hajime. It showcases this couple as they learn to live with each other as a married couple. So the question is, should you watch I Can't Understand What My Husband Is Saying? So let's start off by talking about the good. One of the best aspects of the show is the interaction between the couple. The wife spends the duration of the anime trying to understand and level with her otaku husband, and this makes for some hilarious comedy with various references to different anime and otaku culture. The comedy is great, and I personally really enjoy whatever references I can manage to understand, which wasn't many because what do I know, I haven't seen that many anime. And the jokes made towards otaku culture are really done well because I actually got those jokes. The relationship the two main characters share really makes me think this is what my relationship would be like if I could actually get a girlfriend, but alas, I'm a ginger. The side characters had some original personalities and added the comedy as well. This show does a really great job of treating its characters like people and its audience like adults. The ending for the first season of this show was incredible. Somehow this show, with 3-minute-long episodes, caused me to almost cry with just how touching it was. Of course, I won't spoil anything, but take my word for it. For what this show is, the ending of both seasons are incredibly touching and showcases how human these characters feel, and how the relationship and feelings between the two characters are not as one-sided as you would expect from a relationship between an office lady and an otaku. This show's strongest point, in my opinion, is its length. As I said before, this show is 2 seasons, 13 episodes each, and 3 minutes per episode. The length being this short means you don't have to invest much time in the show, giving you all the more reason to watch. If this show was average length, the comedy would have fallen flat after a few episodes and would have decreased my enjoyment. Now let's talk about the bad. To be 100% honest, the show doesn't have much bad. My biggest complaint was the repetition of jokes. After a while, the comedy started to become less funny and some of the jokes even went over my head. The side characters were enjoyable for the most part, but just kind of took up space. As you go farther and farther down the ladder of characters, they start to become forgettable and one-dimensional. My last complaint is, well, the length. In contrast to the short length being a good thing, the shortness really doesn't give you enough time to fully connect with the characters, and to be completely honest, you don't really get much out of it. So now that we talked about the good and we talked about the bad, let me answer the previous question. Should you watch I Can't Understand What My Husband Is Saying? Well, to answer that, I would like to ask you a series of questions. Do you like short shows you don't have to get invested in? Do you like comedy that plays on anime and otaku culture? Do you like mature comedy? Do you like simple, feel-good shows? If you answer yes to any of these questions, then you should definitely watch I Can't Understand What My Husband Is Saying. Now here are the questions to find out if you shouldn't watch this show. Do you like a deep, meaningful story? Do you like diverse, complex characters? Do you need a longer show that you can get invested in to enjoy it? If you answer yes to any of these questions, then I Can't Understand What My Husband Is Saying this is not for you. I'm going to end this off by saying this. I would honestly recommend the show to anyone. The length makes it to where you can watch an enjoyable show without spending and or wasting too much time. Whether you enjoy it or not, the time spent is very minimal and really can't be considered wasted if you don't really like the show. So that wraps it up for my little mini review, or whatever you want to call this, if I Can't Understand What My Husband Is Saying. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want to see more little, one-off videos like this, just going over summaries of shows, please leave a like and tell me in the comments that you want to see more. So, my name is EnergyPants, and I will see you guys next time.